Well, I had a very interesting workshop on fundamental art of war thinking for accountants and auditors. Now, what is rarely understood is or known widely is that fact that Sun Tzu has got an accounting unconscious in him. If you read chapter 2 or scroll 2 of Sun Tzu, you will realize that. And if you're accounting trained, I'm, been accountant qualification for a long time now. And you read it the first time I read it, and I was surprised how deep his mind was, and he thought really like an accountant. And therefore, in Malaysia, in a major national conference, I spoke about Sun Tzu, and I drew the parallel between art of war and finance. So for this sixth workshop organized by ISCA, I actually took the initiative to really change my style of lecture and to embed the lectures with the real fundamentals and drawing correspondences with the real world. And you find that I embed them with fast short clips. And of course, one of the exciting thing about this workshop was that I gave a lecture on chapter 2 because it is in chapter 2 that you will find that the accounting mind of Sun Tzu is revealed. In Chinese, I lectured, and it was good. It was really because I emphasized that when you read Sun Tzu, you have to read it in original version. And if you want to take a translation, right, in the West they are too liberal about it. Number one, number two, right, in translation you to try and bait and be able to track down when you quote Sun Tzu precisely which chapter, which line he has spoken those ideas. And another level of understanding Sun Tzu was to go into actual word that he uses and to plug in deeply into the meaning of that word in the spring and autumn period. That will give you a deeper understanding of his mind. And number two, a new thing I did was really to show the class that, Sun Tzu, in 1997, I was interviewed by BBC following the publication of my book, Reminiscences of Ancient Strategies. And I include this in this part of it to show you that back then already West was interested in this, but I don't think they have got a handle to it. They have not really understood Sun Tzu at all. Good, I've created this video again to help past participants who attended this workshop to update themselves on what is the art of war. And for the important thing of art of war is to understand the fundamental aspect of it. And also for the first time in this workshop, I draw insights for management, right, from the case study of Hannibal. Hannibal is a case study that is taught throughout the military colleges in the world because Hannibal is considered to be the father of Western strategy.
Put your hands in the blood. I swear
I swear
that for as long as I
And Sun Tzu spoke about the qualities of leadership required in generals. And you have this, a lot of work done on leadership in the West, on transformational leadership, for example. So Sun Tzu did the first classic transformation of using concubines of the emperor and converted them into soldiers ready for war. And so there is a very close correspondence, but it must be read metaphorically, right? So it is important that the metaphors are there. The general is general manager, the soldiers are the workers.
In Sun Tzu's mind then, Dr. Fu, what was the ideal strategy, which you would say again would be applicable to business in the modern world? What is the ideal strategy of winning, whether you're winning a war or winning a market share?
Well, Sun Tzu has never prescribed one strategy. Well, what Sun Tzu really said is you have to be like water. The strategy, you should be highly adaptable. You have to be flexible. You have to see the situation. Your strategy must fit the terrain.